There's very little chance he'll give up. He'll write his memoirs and he'll carry on trying to be as supportive of Liz Truss as he can in the short term. But in the end, he certainly will want to lay the foundations for a return to politics. He's still an MP. He is still revered by many Tories. And much will depend on whether Liz Truss can capture the imagination of not only Tories, but also floating voters between now and the next election. Boris Johnson can play a big part in supporting Liz Truss and getting victory for the Tories in 2024, or he could do the opposite. If he does the opposite, then his chance of returning is slight, if nil. But if he is constructive now, and if his memoirs aren't destructive, I think he has a chance to get back.
That is a really interesting point because, for example, there was a lot of Tories who still wanted him to remain as Prime Minister. There was a campaign essentially trying to get him re-elected as the leader of the Conservative Party and so on. I mean, do you think that that movement could really kind of gain momentum again, or is it perhaps more just theatre or something that's just for show?
Well, I think in the short term, there's no chance at all. As far as I can imagine, in his mind, he is Churchill, and he's going into what Churchill called his wilderness years. They're very well paid because he wrote his memoirs, and so will Boris. He'll write lots of articles for newspapers, which are well paid. He'll make speeches, which are phenomenally well paid. He'll have what he called hay in the loft, and he'll wait for his moment when somehow he will be summoned back because he's the only person deemed to be able to save the Tory party. I mean, if Liz Truss loses in 2024, Boris will quite clearly say, well, if you hadn't got rid of me, I would have won the election.